I'm about to share with you a winning formula. A winning formula that helps you attract success instead of chase it. This winning formula is so simple, it's so powerful that you're going to wonder why you haven't used it before. And this winning formula is for any business owners out there, but it can work for any subject at any time, anywhere. This winning formula is about you staying in a state, or I prefer to say you are staying on a certain frequency. And this frequency is a giver. It's a giver, and it keeps giving back all the time what you would love. It's about you staying in a certain vibration as often as you can, consistently throughout the day, and then the magic starts to happen. So let me outline the winning formula to you with a powerful example. So I have had the honor, pleasure, and privilege of working with many CEOs of companies, and I have loved playing in that energy. I have loved playing in that energy because I come alive in that particular vibration. It's a win-win for both of us. I don't feel drained, I feel energized, and vice versa. The client I'm working with also taps into my energy, and of course it's such a playful, energizing experience. So recently I went back to milking that vibration. I used my imagination to go back to the past to think about those coaching calls that were off the charts. I mean, they were off the charts because I was in this delicious vibration, and the downloads I got, I was able to pass on to my clients, and they were in a phenomenal vibration that they were able to receive them. And so I went back to thinking about those coaching calls and really asked myself, what was the feeling about being on those particular coaching calls? Like, there was a certain state I was in, or I say a certain frequency, that was so easy, so effortless, so joyful. Then I started to think about this throughout the day, and any time throughout the day I would stop what I was doing. I often put my hands together and I go back for a moment. I close my eyes and I go back and think about the deliciousness of that frequency. Oh, I go back and I just think about that frequency, and I think about that individual who I was coaching at the time. So I go back, and really it's an act of gratitude, of thankfulness to the universe of that experience, how it was so heightened and easy and effortless. So I spend throughout the day just thinking back to being in that vibration, okay? Thinking back to being on that frequency, to being in that state. And I experimented the other day with this about a certain client that I loved working with, and lo and behold, he contacted me out of the blue. Of course he did. He contacted me literally within 24 hours and said, or gave me a lovely summary of what he's been up to, and how grateful he was for my coaching services. And I went, wow, that's how easy it is to attract. It is all about you staying in a certain state of being. And if you can stay there long enough, which means really it's not staying there for a long time in that frequency or state, but staying in it throughout the day. I call it's space-time repetition of that state. Most people might do it in the morning and at night, but I say if you want to attract clients or attract an SP, then get into the habit. It is a habit of milking a frequency consistently, space-time repetition throughout the day, rather than a one-hit wonder, I call it, where you just do it in the morning. And because I milked the frequency consistently throughout the day, of course he showed up. And of course he brought all his friends with him, which is lovely because he sits consistently in a certain vibration. And because I made it a habit to sit in that vibration throughout the day before, of course he showed up. So I just wanted to pass on this winning formula to you today to understand that everything's here. Everything is here for you. It's just sitting on a different frequency. It's sitting in a different vibration. But the only work you need to do is to stay in that frequency as often as you can. And I do notice that you have been there before, many times, with different people, places, and situations. So if you've been there before, it's about transporting that energy, that feeling, into the present to project it into your future. Let me repeat that again. It's about using your imagination to go back to the past, feel that vibration, bring it to your present moment, and then project it onto what you would like to attract for the future. Leave your comments below. I'd love to hear from you if this is resonating with you. I'm Tanya Pluckrose, and I'm all about helping you master your mind so you can master your life. Welcome to my channel. Please consider subscribing and sharing this with anyone. And I'll be back. This idea popped out of my head, and I knew I just had to share it with you. And I'll see you tomorrow.